It's not a brand new idea to the world, but it's kind of new to me. And I'd like to tell you guys about my new religion. It's called heliocentrism, otherwise known as the Church of the Globe. In other religions, they tie you down to a creator or many gods that you have to memorize and know what each one of them does. The religion of heliocentrism is different. We don't have a creator. Our entire existence is an accident. No more answering to this god or this goddess. At the Church of the Globe, we don't recognize anyone as our creator. It's all just a big accident. What happened was, there was a bunch of space, and then there was a big explosion. My grandma, half of the earth, the moon, all the stars, planets, they all just explode out of this black hole. There was a black hole up there. Yeah. Hold up, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Black holes. No, I don't think it was a black hole. Hold on, let me go back and read my book. That's right, there was no black hole at the beginning. There was only nothing, like I said earlier. But like I said, this big bang just happened out of nowhere, and we got molecules and stuff. They're not really, well, yeah, they are important. You have to memorize all those. It was kind of tough to memorize the periodic table, but it was worth it. So one day, during all of this confusion, water started collecting, a little bit of dirt and sand, a couple rocks. Next thing you know, there's a big ocean with a bunch of dirt and rocks at the bottom. Well, some of the dirt and sand and iron and copper, silver, they all just started forming together in this big tower that rose above the water. It was amazing. It was raining on the water. There were thunderstorms, lightning. So the lightning hit that rock that was sticking up out of the water. Boom! It was like a mini Big Bang. Next thing you know, tiny little plankton floating around. All those plankton started eating each other, and other plankton started eating their waste. It was like, what are you guys doing? Don't eat their waste. Well, then they transformed into having little tails, and they started swimming more accurate, and everything started working out. The little plankton would eat the dead fish with tails, and then the little plankton started growing. Even though their kids stayed the same thing, they evolved into growing into bigger so they could eat the fish before they died. And then sharks evolved, and octopus, and everything started growing out of these little micro mini organisms that was littering the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, let's call it an ocean or a sea. Yeah. So cousin fish over here started thinking, look at all this land. And that little fish just started going up on the land. He flapped around up there, flipped and flopped for a few days. kept getting back in the water so he could breathe. Next thing you know, the fish grew legs. Yeah, the fish grew legs. And it started jumping around like kangaroos. Yeah, the kangaroos came next. And they couldn't eat the little plankton anymore, so they saw that there were trees around with leaves, and all this happened, all the leaves and trees got there because of all the matter and stuff floating around in the atmosphere. Yeah, atmosphere. You know, whenever all the gases got together and they like formed oxygen, and you know, the animals were breathing oxygen, eating the trees. You know, then the monkeys started jumping in the trees. Everything is looking great. Well, after 1,000,000 years, the monkeys decided they wanted to walk. They didn't want to be in the trees anymore. They wanted to walk around on Earth. So the monkeys started walking around. Well, it was always cold, so they had a bunch of hair all over them. But then when they turned into, let's call them Homo sapiens. Yeah. That makes sense. Once the Homo sapiens started walking and going around, exploring, they learned how to write. And they started writing stuff down, and they're like, man, it's cold over here. Let's walk over here where it's warm. And after another 1,000,000 years, they started losing all their hair. Their nose started getting pointy because it was all up in everybody's business. More and more people learned how to write stuff down. Our whole world started going downhill from there, boys. Man was the worst idea of all the evolution. We would like to get rid of this plague of a man. Ever since man has started walking upright, our civilization stopped getting smarter and start going in the other way. Yeah. So after another couple thousand years, these humans started making robots. And we're like, yeah, robots. We love robots. That's less work for humans. So we started making robots, and the Church of the Globe was so happy to have all these inventions, and we didn't really mind if it destroys the planet, because the planet is just an accident anyway. We don't really care about humans because humans are just an accident anyway. We don't even really want them here. But since we got them here, we put them to work for free. And they start inventing all this stuff thinking it's their idea, and they're like, oh look, here's you a computer. Fast forward another 1,000 years. All these robots are our new creator. It took us 30 million years, but we finally found someone who's worthy of being called a creator. We are still the Church of the Globe, but there's only a few of us left. Now everyone is at the Church of the Robot. And it's not even humans anymore. It's not even monkeys or anybody related to us. The humans built the robots and destroyed our church. Don't take my video down TikTok. This is all hypothetical.